Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
And we're back again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. It's always nice to have you along, even though we're going into fall. We don't like to talk too much about the fall, but
I hate
it's
the
here.
Fall,
My mums are
No,
up.
you know what? I don't hate
They're
the fall. I
staring
hate
at me.
winter. I hate what's behind the fall.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's like
just
I don't hate the
movie.
dentist. I just hate what he does.
I don't mind, and I don't mind a good snowfall. It's that ugliness that ensues after the snow falls. So, you get the snow, and then it's just this, gooky, it's...
Does the light, not having light affect you? Like, do
I
people
don't know if it
have-
does. I'm miserable all the time, so it's hard to tell.
That's fair.
Really.
Yes, because not having light affects a lot of people.
Yeah.
Very much.
I think
Fall is
especially...
a beautiful season around here.
Yeah, the fall, the actual, what we're into now is...
There's someone else talking, hasn't been introduced yet, but we'll just let him talk.
Let him talk. Because you got to tell us about Geddes Federal Savings and Loan.
Geddes Federal, they're rolling, they're there. CD rates are higher. So if you want to park some money somewhere, get a guaranteed return and do it over at Geddes. And they're rating mortgages. Get it locally. Get it at Geddes.com. Get it at Geddes.com. Wow. George, do this for me. What is it?
Get it at Geddes.com.
Thank you, George.
Do I have to sing the tune too?
One of the best.
No, we have
co-hosts.
listeners.
Okay, here.
It's funny with the .com thing. My wife was looking for a domain for another business of hers, and they got all the different domains.
Dots, yes.
Yeah, the dots. So what do you tell people, Steve, as a marketing professional? .com's still it, isn't
Correct.
it?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
No
like
matter how you slice it.
No, it's like the area code 315 in the area. But there's other ones.
Yeah. But the industry's tried to change it. .biz, .online, .tv,
No, they have all those things. And I've seen some legitimate sites have some other things. But
But everybody goes for the .com, right?
Nope. It's true.
Well, George Powers is with us. He's the owner of Powers Accounting, gpowers.com.
There we go, .com.
All right. How you doing there, George?
I'm doing super great.
Very nice. Now, as we head into the fall, anything going on tax-wise that people should know about, small businesses?
They're probably going to be changing tax rules again, as they always do. We got two big deadlines coming up, September 15th and October 15th deadlines for folks that, if you have calendar year corporations, for S-Corps, extensions are due September 15th.
Stop looking at me. What? Wait. S-Corps. Wait, keep
going. October 15th is extension due date for individuals that haven't filed their taxes yet.
Yeah.
So
From
we got
last
those
year?
coming
Wait,
up.
from last year?
2022.
Wow.
Oh, so if someone's current, that's not a big deal.
Correct. Yeah. If you filed, you're done.
Okay.
That is, they also have estimated taxes that are due in September.
Okay.
So you might have to do that.
He's just for radio listeners. He slowed down and he looked at me and talked really slowly, making eye contact. I don't know. Just saying.
How many years have you been doing this type of business, taxes? and things?
Too many years. 27. I think there'll be 28 this year.
28 years. Yeah, that's
I
wonderful.
had to remember that because I remember it because my son's 27 and I started the business just before he was born.
Yeah, that's always a nice time to start.
Yeah, when your wife's pregnant. I would not recommend that, guys. I'm going to start a business. I'm pregnant.
Or start, a month before COVID hit. That's a good. There's people that did that, right? And you probably know that.
They did that. Actually, if you look at statistics, businesses that start up in the times like that, the worst
Rough
times,
times,
do better.
Yeah, sure.
Because they start out lean and mean. They never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
The businesses that many times have more problems is when they start out when things are great. Oh, this is always going to be like this. We're always going to make this kind of money.
Right,
Things are always
right.
good. And then all of a sudden something happens and they don't. They're not prepared.
Yeah.
And that's what gets people. If you think the trouble is always around the next corner, you don't spend the extra money. You pay off your debt. You make sure that your business is running lean and mean. So if something happens, you're ready to weather the storm.
Mm-hmm. Now, small business, you deal mainly with small businesses, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, small businesses who feel like they can write the checks and do the payroll and all that, what do you say to them?
What do you mean?
Not to.
What do you mean? Do it themselves?
Yeah, do it themselves.
Well, you got to think about what do they want. Are they looking to save money? Or are they looking to build a business? Because business owners, they can either work in the business or work on the business. If they're in the business, they have to take their time, their money, their energy, their efforts to do their own payroll, to do their own books, to do all that own, and that's fine if they wish to do that. But if they really want to grow the business, they need to get out of the daily grind of the production and look at where they want the business to be in 5 years, where they want to be in 24 months. How are we going to build the business so it's something more successful than just a job?
But if they're trained to be mean and lean, back up to your point, they say, well, why would I pay someone to do payroll, for example, when I can do it myself?
Well, I'll tell you why, because it makes a Hallmark movie then. Because George is right, and I love the way he said that. You're either working in the business or on the business. And, some of these Hallmark movies, you'll see like the wife is, stressed out at 12 o'clock midnight trying to figure out the bills and the pay, and, all that stuff, the payables and the receivables, where, that's what George's company would do for you.
Yeah, and that's the idea. What do you want to do with the business? Are you looking to just get a job? Or do you want to do something different with it? What's your life want to be? What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to always have to be there every day? Do you want to take a vacation? Someone else doing that?
I should take more vacations, Tom.
Steve takes
More vacations, right?
a big bevy of
So I got a
There you
call
go.
last week from a young man that had a business, and he was in business, and he had with his sisters, and he.
Well, there's a first mistake.
Okay, well, and they were in
With siblings.
and we had a great conversation.
Yeah.
But I asked him some questions, and he wasn't sure, and it was the things we're talking about with the accounting. And I sent him to you, George. Okay.
Sure. I think you called. I haven't had a chance to call him.
Okay,
yet.
I was like, you know what?
Just busy
Get your
working on his
foundation
business.
set up, because they're talking about like marketing. I'm like, you're not ready yet. So get your foundation. How are you doing with your, like your corporate structure? I said, talk to someone, and he was going to go to the SBDC.
Yeah, which
and
is good too.
I said, if you go up there, you're probably going to hear George, because George volunteers up there and talks. But so he just needed that foundation.
Yeah. And it's, you don't want to go out and try to get a whole lot of clients if your infrastructure is not ready.
Right.
Because they're just going to be going out the back doors as quick as they're coming in the front door.
Isn't that the truth? And now what I was alluding to, as well as your taxes, and I don't know if people picked up on it, but you have a full what you call payroll service.
We do. Yeah, Payroll Made Simple is our payroll line. And what we also provide is not just, the checks, but thoughtfulness. Clients will want to do something that maybe they shouldn't, and we'll say, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And have a conversation.
Wait
with
a
them about
minute.
that.
So tell me more. Unpack that.
Well, clients, are they going to pay this person 50 hours, no overtime, just for something simple? Are you sure you want to do that? They should be getting overtime.
Oh, okay.
Really? Or there's a variety of different things that clients will say they heard somebody doing, they want to do it, and we'll try to scale it back and say, you really maybe shouldn't be doing that. This is another alternative of something that will accomplish that. It's up to them, but we try to be helpful in the payroll. We have humans they talk to that they can always talk to. One of the challenges with a lot of payroll companies these days is it's really a software package, a great software package. Don't get me wrong, but you have to input everything yourself. Everything gets done. If you have a problem, you call up. You can't get a hold of anybody. And that's really what we do differently. Is we try to be our service is a big part of what we do, and try to support our clients to help them achieve what they want to achieve.
How many small business customers do you?
Depending on what you want to count with payroll, we've got a couple hundred. With our monthly accounting, about just a little over 100, 110.
Very nice.
Then tax.
You got to
products
keep
more
it
than that.
manageable, right? Sometimes you might have to turn people away.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
we're
sense.
looking to add to the team so we can add some more people
Excellent.
too. So.
You ever get tempted? You see a good business idea and you say, "Geez, maybe I want to go into that business."
Oh yes, all the time. All the time.
Was marketing ever one of those?
No, probably never one of those. Steve. Never one of those. Never tempted.
George is smart. He stays in his lane right there. Gpowers.com. Gpowers.com. Check him out, folks. Wonderful person, wonderful people over at his place. George, thank you for stopping by, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk with Jesse Lyons. He's the farm coordinator for Brady Farm. It's Onondaga Grown next on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.